Removing jewelry backgrounds in Photoshop is one of the hardest editing tasks. But today, I'll show you a smart trick to get perfect cutouts without wasting hours. Welcome to Swastik Creations Lab, where we turn simple jewelry images into premium designs. If you want to remove backgrounds perfectly and make your jewelry look expensive, this video is for you. Most beginners either use the pen tool and waste hours, or they use auto selection and lose all the important details. By the end of this video, you'll be able to create this clean, sharp, and premium jewelry edits. In the first step, I start by selecting the Object Selection tool and simply click on the jewelry. Within a few seconds, Photoshop automatically creates a selection around it. Moving to the second step, go to the Select menu, then choose Modify, and click on Expand. Here, I'm using a value of 3 pixels. And as you can see, the selection now perfectly covers the edges of our gold jewelry. Now in the third step, I create a duplicate of this selection by pressing Ctrl+J, and I place it right here. Looks good so far, but if you notice closely, there are still some unwanted areas left. So now, it's time to clean those up. In the fourth step, I hide all other layers and keep only the cutout jewelry visible. Then I select the main layer, go to the Select menu, and choose Color Range. Now I increase the fuzziness value to capture those tiny, unwanted areas. After that, I create a mask. And as you can see, those complicated small areas inside the jewelry are now removed. But we're not completely done yet. Now, right-click on this layer and convert it into a smart object. Then right-click again and rasterize the layer. Finally, in the fifth step, I use the background eraser tool. I take a color sample from the unwanted area and then carefully start erasing. This tool is extremely useful for those tiny, complex parts of jewelry where normal cutout methods fail. As you can see, I can easily clean all the remaining unwanted areas without damaging the edges or losing any fine details. And just like that, we get a clean, sharp, and professional jewelry cutout. Follow these steps carefully, and you'll be able to remove even the most complex jewelry backgrounds with ease. Now, let's move to the final step. Go to the adjustment layer and choose Solid Color. Here, I'm selecting a background color, and as you can see, our jewelry is now perfectly cut out. Now I'll try a few different background colors. Something like this. But for gold jewelry, I personally prefer using a dark background, because on darker tones, the gold really stands out and gives a premium, glowing look. And here we go. This is our final result, a clean, sharp, and professional jewelry cutout. And that's the complete jewelry background removal trick. Now, let me show you one more example. Here, I'm using the same method on a different jewelry image. Now, I'm going to apply the same steps that I showed you in the previous jewelry example. Just follow these steps carefully, and you'll be able to handle even complex jewelry background cutouts using this smart trick. But in this example, I'll also show you a slightly different technique for better results. So make sure you watch this video till the end. This is just the beginning. Subscribe for advanced Photoshop editing tricks. If this tutorial helped you, don't forget to support the channel by liking and subscribing. Now, in some cases, when we use the background eraser tool, you might notice that certain parts of the jewelry start to look a bit faded, and the shine is not as bright as before. So here's a very important trick to fix that. Go to the adjustment layer and choose levels. Then adjust the levels like this to bring back the depth and contrast. After that, go to brightness, contrast, and slightly increase both values. As you can see, this directly enhances the light on the jewelry, making it look more shiny, vibrant, and premium. Hit subscribe right now and level up your Photoshop skills. Now, let me show you one more example. Here, I'm using another jewelry image, and I'll apply the same steps to remove the background and enhance the final result. Join our creative community. Subscribe for weekly design hacks. Don't miss upcoming tricks like this. Subscribe before you forget. If you enjoyed this tutorial and want to create premium jewelry designs, subscribe to the channel. Now, let me show you another powerful method to enhance the gold effect on your jewelry. Go to the Window menu and open Channels. Here, hide all the channels and keep only the blue channel visible. Now press Ctrl+L to open levels, and adjust the values like this to bring out more contrast and detail. Once you're done, simply turn all the channels back on. And now, look at the difference. The jewelry appears much brighter, richer, and more premium. You can clearly compare the original image with the modified one and see how much the gold effect has improved. Now, let me show you one more example. Here, I'm using another jewelry image. Now, in this case, I'm using a much simpler method. Since the background is completely black, I can easily remove it using the background eraser tool. As you can see, it quickly erases the background, while keeping the jewelry edges clean and intact. And as you can see, it works perfectly for all types of jewelry background removal. Once you understand this process, you can easily apply it to any complex design. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, because I upload new Photoshop tricks every week. And if you want more advanced tutorials like this, hit subscribe and comment jewelry below. I'll create a full premium editing series just for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.